Now, Sacred Games. Sacred Games is the first Netflix original produced by Netflix India. It's completely made in India, but it is made for the international audience because it is being dubbed in English as well. All around since its release, it has been compared to things like Narcos because it lies in the genre of action, crime, drama, thriller, that sort of thing. So now, does it live up to the standards set by Narcos? Is it any good? Is it worth checking out? Let's find out in this full review of Sacred Games. Before we begin, if this is your first time here or in case you just can't remember, my name is Puneet and you're watching the Afterthoughts Network. Let's get to it. Now, as I said earlier, Sacred Games is the first Netflix original produced by Netflix India. It is completely made in India with the Indian crew and Indian directors, actors and whatnot. Now, Sacred Games stars Saif Ali Khan in the lead role along with Nawazuddin Siddiqui and Radhika Apte. And I have to say, all these are very talented actors, and apart from these, you have a great talent-wise, great supporting cast supporting all the talent that is here. Now, it is also directed by Anurag, Kashyap and Vikramaditya Motwane. Now, if you remember, Vikramaditya Motwane previously did movies like Bhavesh Joshi Superhero, which I really loved. And Anurag Kashyap is one of the most brilliant actors working in Bollywood today. Sacred Games. Now, if you don't know, Sacred Games is based on the novel by same name by Vikram Chandra, which was released in 2006. Yeah, this novel right here. So it's based on a novel, so it has a story. Now, unlike many other TV shows which we see in India, the story is not being made up as we go along. It is there. Everything has been, and it's a best-selling novel. Come on. It is a great story. It falls in the genre of action, crime, thriller, drama. And we know that Anurag Kashyap is the master of that. Come on. He made movies like Gangs of Wasseypur, which is still a cult classic in that genre. And in this TV show, Sacred Games, we can see the touches of Anurag Kashyap in almost every single episode. It has been brilliantly directed, and it follows the story of this cop, a Sikh cop in Mumbai city, working in the Mumbai police, who's actually who has a very high morals, and he's trying to live by with his morals, but the things are not supporting him. As we have seen in countless movies and TV shows, that system do not goes along with such honor bound people. So he's trying to get by and trying to work out his way, and he gets a call which he supposes is from a tipster, but it turns out the call is from this big crime lord who went missing 15 years ago and is presumed dead now. And then we delve deep into this story. Radhika Apte plays a raw agent, and she gets intermingled with all of this, and we see in 8 episodes what everything is going to turn out to be. Now, this is a really well written and well acted show for the most part. We know nothing is perfect, neither is this one. It has some flaws, but talking about the flaws in the later part of this video, let's talk about the positives. First of all, the direction. The direction of the show is awesome. The story is actually told in 2 separate timelines. As we can say, if you have seen something like Lost, you won't be lost here, no pun intended. But it is in a non-linear fashion, which is like a trope followed by someone like Christopher Nolan and also Anurag Kashyap, who is a director on this show. And so we see on one side the present things going on, and on the other side we see the rise of this gangster, which is played by Nawazuddin Siddiqui as Ganesh Gaitonde, in the slums of Mumbai to the kingpin of drugs and crime in Mumbai. So the non-linear storytelling is in fact a positive for this TV show, because it keeps us as a viewer engaged in this show, and we get to see these two parallel story tracks, and that's how we never get bored, because when one seems to drag on, the other one, it's cut to the other one to just get us interested even further. So I'm actually a really big fan of the non-linear storytelling. It somehow helps in the narration, I feel. So if you are in that sort of thing, this is going to keep you engrossed, and it is a very edgy, very mature, dark, and if you have seen Anurag Kashyap's style of directing, of making movies, of storytelling, you can compare it to something like Gangs of Wasseypur. If you are into that sort of thing, so with a lot of cursing, a lot of abusing, some nudity, some sex here and there, but it is very realistic, and it has done mostly to complement the story. It's not just profanity for the sake of profanity. It's just there to complement the story, because the story needs it. It has been shown. So that is, I think, the one of the another pluses of this show. And the directing style of Vikramaditya Motwane we have seen in the movie Bhavesh Joshi very recently, and I was really a fan of his style, which is complementing to the style of Anurag Kashyap. So direction wise and acting wise, this show is really good, because we know Nawazuddin Siddiqui is a top level Indian actor working right now. Saif Ali Khan is a national award winner. Radhika Apte is also an A-list talent over here. Not an A-list star, but yes, an A-list talent. And all the supporting actors which are there surrounding all these main leads, they are doing the job brilliantly. I really like those characters. You can even see a cameo, not a cameo, but a guest appearance by Luke Kenny, which was very refreshing to see, I might add. So the story, the direction, the acting, everything is there, and it's working brilliantly. And in all the other reviews I have seen or I have read, it has been compared to something like Narcos, which was produced by Netflix. It is another Netflix original, which is a story of the drug kingpin Pablo Escobar. Well, you could compare that, but this is not Narcos. And truly, this doesn't need to be Narcos to be any good. But if you have seen Narcos, you can kind of expect what you are going to see over here. So if you are into the action thriller, crime drama sort of genre, this is a really good show. And it's just an 8-episode story, so you can just binge it on a weekend and be done with it. It's a really great show, and I think everyone should at least take a watch and see what this is all about. I know Netflix has been doing a lot of promotion of this show. You can see hoardings here, there, everywhere. But yes, this show is worth watching, and I would recommend this show to anyone who's a fan of Anurag Kashyap, Vikramaditya Motwane, or want to see again the talents of Nawazuddin Siddiqui and Saif Ali Khan. And I have to say, the acting of Saif Ali Khan and the acting of Nawazuddin Siddiqui is what keeps this show going. It's so brilliantly acted that even when the story falls apart in some of the places, the acting takes over, and you are just mesmerized watching all this talent working on the screen to give you something as amazing as this. I really love the show, and I would recommend this to everyone. Now, coming to the negatives of the show, some of the negatives are that this show treats the user in a very intelligent user kind of thing. So it does not treat you like a dumb user, which is something that many shows do, but it treats you like an intelligent, which I think harms this show as much as it is a positive, because you need to treat the viewer as an average viewer, not intelligent, not dumb, but just average viewer, because some things in this show have not been explained more towards the end of the show, as the show ends on a cliffhanger, because we are expecting, and of course Netflix will be expecting a sequel out of this, so they end the show on a cliffhanger for season 2. And towards the end of it, it is very confusing by the quick cuts and what they're trying to show us but not tell us exactly. I know it is a bit confusing, so a lot of views, even some of my friends got confused and even I had to watch this last episode twice to get what it was trying to say. So that is one of the biggest negatives of this show, that it does not treat you like a dumb user, certainly not, but it does not treat you like an average user. It wants your intelligence level to be this high to get it, because if it's not this high, you'll have to watch it like 2 or 3 times the last episodes to understand what it's trying to convey. And another frustrating part was the cliffhanger on which it ended. Come on, I'm not going to spoil anything from this show. You should really watch it, and I would really recommend you to watch this show to get what it is all about and why it is all the rage right now. So have you seen Sacred Games, or are you planning to watch it? Because I'm sure you have seen the hoardings which have been posted here, there, and everywhere you look. So are you planning to watch this? Please write it down in the comment section below and let me know. And for our other reviews and other videos, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that already, and the bell icon so that you will be notified whenever a new video drops. Till that happens, my name is Puneet and you're watching the Afterthoughts Network. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.